But he's 36. Like, there's going to be a time when Hikaru's sitting in his pineapple shirt and he's not playing chess anymore, and he's just going to have to watch me win tournament after tournament. He's going to be too old to even compete. Like, my reign is going to last so long that he's going to be at the age of, like, just like, he can't even walk anymore, and I'm still going to be winning.
Update, Hikaru's now 38, 39 this year, and he's still making Hans Niemann eat that humble pie. This was their latest game, played today, 7th of July 2026, titled Tuesday, online chess, and it was round 10 of 11. Both of them vying for first place. Niemann opening with his favourite king pawn. The game gets spicy, but it's tough viewing if you're a Hans Niemann fan. Watch this. He still can't topple Hikaru. His reign still hasn't begun online or OTB. He goes for this Italian stallion. He's a bit of a stallion himself. Why? Well, it's down to that healthy living, right? Good clean diet.
Life's lesson with Hans. Don't eat pigs. They eat mud. Eat their own.
We now see knight f6, d3, h6, and after the fourth knight enters the game, we get what we call in the business a horse box, or for the horse, many names for it. Pawn d6, very passive from Hikaru, but solid. a4 gains the space, and now surely you do a bit of development. No. Pawn g6. Hikaru wants to fianchetto, loves those kind of structures. Something a little bit different. Can he get Niemann out a book? We know what a theoretician Hans Niemann is these days. Hikaru can't be bothered, of course. Wants to throw pieces around online. a5 now, and you don't really want this pawn structure. So many light squared weaknesses, so that's why pawn a6. Bishop d2. Looks kind of clumsy, bit passive, but it gets the bits out. Niemann knows what he's doing. Bishop e6 in response here, and Niemann gladly snaps that one off the board. Pawn recaptures, and we often see these doubled pawns in such pawn games, pawn structures, but here's a bit different. Hikaru's committed g6 and h6, so things are pretty drafty round here, and watch this queen. Knight e2 is now played. King h7, knight g3. I mean, it looks like it's on a worse square now, but it still covers the centre. And watch this. Queen d7, pawn to c3. The pawns are ready to roll. Fight for the central space. Hikaru gets there first with this thrust. Rook e1 from Hans here. And now Hikaru, I don't know, struggling for a plan. Can he go d4 here? Is that any good? Didn't really look into it deeply. Maybe not so hot because of e5. I don't know. Different game. Kind of looks nice to push the pawn. Maybe it gets weak. He doesn't do any of it. He plays knight g8. Very stinky looking move. Dad is ashamed. Get back out there, you massive loser. And bishop e3 in response. Really nice chess. Pouncing on the weakness of the last move by Hikaru. Or second from last move. Rook a8's played here. Bishop c5, rook sliding over, and after queen b3, hitting a pawn, Hikaru backs up with his own lady, and what a horrible piece. Just so passive and dead. White with the more central space, the better pieces, the activity, the safer king. Niemann is big time ahead here. Hikaru's gone wrong, needs to learn his openings. Learn yours with Lotus Chess. I bang on about it. It's so good. The link's down below. Does your end games too. Play like the top grandmasters. It really does improve you fast because it sticks the moves in your head in a kind of game-like way, so you don't even feel like you're learning. Check it out below. d4 now from Hans Niemann. This is what we call a pawn cube, or pube for short. Shaved naturally. This is 2026. Pawn recaptures here, and now with the black pieces, you have to be taking on e4 here. Unless you want to be weird about your chess and try and confuse your opponent. But this is really the way to play. Because yes, it's a bit of a nasty pawn structure. But you've got an open D file to work with. Some pressure on this D pawn here. You're still in the game. It's blitz chess. Hikaru doesn't do it. He plays knight f6, trying to impress dad, but dad's not impressed. That ain't the way you were supposed to play. What about pawn e5? Niemann doesn't play it. We're in the back cave analysis mode here. Knight d7, and then what? Bishop a3 can be played. You could challenge that bishop with bishop f8 or something. But regardless, the point is, white has this amazing pawn structure. The rook can come to the c file. Hard to achieve c5. There's going to be pressure on the king after queen d3, knight h4. You could push the pawn. It's a really bad position for black. Horrible bishop too. Niemann doesn't do it. Everyone in his dog is. He plays queen c2. Sometimes these guys just overthink it, I reckon. Hikaru now takes, opens up the board in the same manner as what we were looking at before, but also gets to trade a pair of knights in this particular variation. Suddenly he's fighting back, and of course the liberating move here is pawn e5. And the black pieces are coming to life. You know, you can't go d5, there's no rook on here. You could take... Is that played in the game? No, it's not. I think I was exploring this. If it is played though, knight recaptures, everything's fine. Pieces coming back into it. White's also fine, but it's a game. Black's well back in it. We don't see takes. We see knight h4. Really nice sneaky move. Saying if you now take, I'm going to chop the rooks, crash through here. So Hikaru spots it, of course, and plays rook e6. Queen e6 apparently stronger, but a very tough move to play, lining up with the enemy rook. And now the way for Niemann to go, again missed. Pawn takes on e5. And the point is, after something like this, you can double up the rooks now. There's pressure, so you can't move the knight. f4 could be come in, or bishop d4. Say you reinforce the knight, then bishop d4. And wherever this knight goes, you know, it should move now. Say you jump back here to stay with the king. Then you can play this nice little move after trading the bishops. Not takes here. Knight takes here on g6. Inverting the tactical move order to make it work. If rook takes, then you win a rook here. If king takes, no good. Takes, discovered check. And if you try and take off the pieces, well now... After this, you support the knight, you've won a great pawn, and white's doing really well. Niemann misses it all, doesn't start with takes and then pinning. He instead pins immediately. Very understandable, but watch this from Hikaru Nakamura. Knight takes on d4. And the point is, after bishop takes, rook takes, the pins aren't working. You can do this, but then this and this and this, and it's all fine for black. You can't take here, this is terrible. You wind up losing the game in this end game, something like this. It's really, really bad. And if you can't do that, what are you doing? You have to start thinking of a new plan, which Niemann does. Incredible chess here. I mean, we've not seen a U-turn this hard, this 360, since Niemann and Hikaru made up last year, 2025, in St. Louis. It was beautiful. But we're back in the room here, present day. Knight f3 is played to hit this rook. We see takes, queen recaptures, and just like that, Hikaru Nakamura is a pawn ahead. And boy, is it a menace of a pawn, a central one. It can be pushed. Then look at the bishop. It's game on now, but for Hikaru, not hands. Pawn to c ships here. Rook d1 flicks back. Queen e7. h4, very natural. No h5. You don't want to give that knight this square to hop into. So king g8 steps off. You could still push, and black should actually take as the best move. Instead, we see rook d2. Rook d6 challenges that file, and not the best play now from Niemann. Queen b4 directly is the best move. Setting up some pin stuff, supporting the rook, pressure down here. White still has a lot to play for the pawn. Space, that kind of thing. This is played though. King h7, now queen b4. Nasty pin as mentioned, so you can't take the rook here. This was played instead, and Niemann doesn't want to trade the queens, but he does it in the wrong way. Queen g4 is best. He plays queen e4, so understandable, trying to use some pin stuff. But now after rook takes, knight takes, does queen d7. And it pressures this knight. It stops the queen coming to g4. And with this queen on e4, there's no knight e4 hopping into the fray, into the attack. Apparently this was stronger, by the way, eyeing some pawns, but queen d7 still good. Knight c4 was played here. Centralized queen now. f3 to support this one, and it's unraveling fast here for Niemann. So tough when you're down a pawn, trying to play catch up in the game. This is what happened. Both kings rushing to the center here, and after pawn g3, not the best structure. g4 way better. This is a dark squared bishop. We now see Hans Niemann collapse because this bishop bounces round, king e2, bishop c3, and you have to keep the king in contact with these pawns. Niemann now plays the decisive blunder. King d3. Yes, you hit a bishop, but it simply moves and the pawns are dropping off the board. No way to defend with king or knight. What to do? Thrash around a little bit. That's not just one pawn, but two pawns. Plus Hikaru was already a pawn up. So you're now 3 pawns ahead. This is way too much. Resignation came here. Why? Not too much to say. You're 3 pawns down. Hikaru's going to march them. Eventually, slowly, surely. Move 51. Takes down Niemann. Frustrating loss for Hans though. He was pressing. He messed it up. He's eating humble pie. He'll have to wait another year to dethrone Hikaru. Start his reign. Hope you enjoyed this one, and have a look at the video on screen in case you missed this epic contest between Hikaru, Hans. Played a little while ago. So much fun. Appreciate the support and see you soon. Cheers.